So traders, today I want to give you an update across the markets. Also, danger in the gold market, guys. I want to give you some some ideas around the idea of gold and the danger and so on and so forth with that. And then also what I want to do is also want to share with you one stock that I believe could be getting crushed, and it's one of the big dogs, right? So let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's actually get straight into it. Now, if one thing I'm seeing right now, let's actually go to the stock market. Let's have a look at the stock market right now, just quickly. One thing we're seeing right now, guys, when it comes to the good old stock market itself, the Dow Jones, is the Dow Jones has, if you see what's happening with the Dow Jones right now, you can see how that we've actually made this here. So we actually had this move up from here. We had a move down. We had a move up sideways and back up again. And now we're coming back down again. So to me, all this is just, it's what's called balancing out the markets, right? Balancing out the markets. And what I call like an energy build, an energy phase, right? So I always like the market I always think about the market as like an energy phase, right? So when the market's going sideways like this, it's not really going anywhere, right? It's just sort of resting. That's building energy. And then what happens is we go for a nice move up, and now we're releasing that energy. And after a period of time of releasing that energy in the markets, what happens? The market gets tight again, right? Then we need to have what? A bit of a drop again. And then it's building energy, and then we're going to now release the energy. So it's building, releasing, building, releasing, building, releasing, right? And you can just see that that's what the market does through here, right? You can see even just from this short-term period of time, had this up and then down, up, it came down, nice building energy, had this nice move up, it released all this energy. Now we're going to go through another what? Energy building phase, right? So it's really, that's the way that I like to look at the markets. Now, sometimes, guys, when you get in periods like this back here, guess what? There's no energy building phase because the market's just sideways. The market is just deciding where it wants to go. But when we start to trend, then we can start to see, oh, that's where the trend is and the energy building phases and so on and so forth. So the reason why I mentioned that is that because I believe we're just part of an energy building phase for a rocket man to come. Rocket man. And I'm not talking about that guy overseas, right? All right. What I'm talking about is I believe that we could be getting a pullback here for a really big move to the upside after potentially the election being over, depending on who actually wins in December. So a bit of a drop to the downside from here. We look at the Nasdaq as well too, and the Nasdaq's sort of just holding here. Nasdaq hasn't been selling off. Nasdaq's almost at its highs here. If we have a look at the S&P 500, just really crazy. Really, we're holding here like really through here. I just see this from there to there, right? So if we continue this sideways movement here into the election, and then suddenly we get something like that going on, then the market is still making these higher lows in place. So therefore, we could be getting what? Therefore, we could be getting a move to the upside from that there. So really interesting to see that we're actually holding here. We're holding here right now before we see a really big move to the upside. And to me, also looking at this thing here, which is the King Russell, guys, King Russell in the marketplace. I really do see, guys, that the Russell's been, oh man, when the Russell does start to move, guys, golly, rocket man, right? Rocket man. We're as you can see, right, we went from nothing going on for a while, and now we're really starting to trend, have this overall momentum to the upside. We're squeezing up through here. Once it actually breaks, it is on like Donkey Kong. Move over now through to the good old silver and gold market. Looking at silver today. A little bit of a nothing day today, but we're still in this. Remember I said before about these markets, right? How they swing, right? Look at this here. It goes up, energy using phase, energy building phase, energy using phase, energy building phase, energy using phase. Now it's gone through an energy building phase through here to now potentially do what? Another one, right? Another one, an energy building phase through there. Move on now through to gold. Gold's a bit of a flattening out here, just holding here. Danger, danger, danger. Eject, eject, eject. Run away, run away. Now, I'm talking to you guys about if you're looking to get into gold, okay? I'm not talking about people like, you know, whatever you're doing with your longer term hold, buy and hold and stuff like that. I'm just telling you about there's a danger point right now in the markets, okay? And the thing is that my analysis says coming soon. No one can predict the exact high. No one can predict the exact low, right? But what we can do is what? What we can do is we can start to apply some simple analysis across these markets. And we can say, I don't know the exact high point. We could go up for another few more weeks here, but we're getting very close towards the end of this move before we start to see a drop in gold or a sideways in gold. It is coming, guys. It is coming. So for you guys that are looking to get into gold right now, there's a vastly massive warning sign to say, you know, now depending on what you're doing, right? Like, but the thing is, like, when looking at this gold price here, looking at this gold chart here, what do we see? Right, we see that we've had a very big move to the upside. Remember the energy building phases, right? Energy using, energy building, energy using, energy building, energy using. You've been using a lot of energy right now. I think it's time for an energy building phase, don't you? I think so. And that's all it is, guys. Not a complete, absolute demolish crash. Here we go. That's it. It's the end. It may be a very sharp pullback because by what we're seeing through here, look at this here, guys. Look at this here, right? Like when I squeeze my charts up, look at all this massive move to the upside. So again, guys, I'm not calling for a down day today. I'm saying on the overall picture of the next few weeks, this is what's going to happen. So when it does happen, you are not shocked because you're expecting it. Why? Because it's how the markets work. How do markets work? Oh, they go through the swings, right? They go through the ups, and then we go through the downs. And we have a big up move, and then we have a pullback. And then we have a big up move, and then we have what? A pullback in the market. Move on now through to the good old oil market. Oil. And look at oil. Look at oil, guys. Remember, the thing about some of the things that I say on here, guys, it's not about, I don't know exactly when, but I'm very, very confident on things happening. And one thing, what have I been saying pretty much for the last few months? Oil crash, oil crash. You see what happened with oil today? Look at this here. Big gap down, and now it's actually just holding here. But look at this here. Now, the thing is this, guys, right? When I say oil crash, what is a crash? What is a crash? If I say crash, you're like, oh, it didn't crash today, John. You're a monkey brain, aren't you? You really are a big monkey brain, aren't you? What is a crash? Is a crash one big down bar? Or is a crash just, yeah, right? Away we go from there. So the purpose of me saying this here is I'm just saying get ready for a downside movement, because once we do break, it's a long way to go on the downside from there. So that's what I'm looking at there from that there. And a bit of a thing for you guys, looking at the Ford, check out this here. Check out Ford on the weekly chart here, right, guys? This is Ford here on the weekly chart. And this is Ford is actually looking quite potentially weak here, right? Potentially weak. If we start to get a downward leg, where's my red? Let's bring on the red here, right? If we get a downward leg from here to here, right? And we start to get a breaking below that level through there, there's a long way to go when it comes down to this level all the way down through here. So this could just be now doing what? We came down. We had an energy using phase. We're now going through an energy building phase. I wonder what the next energy using phase is going to be like that through there. So hope this helps you out there today, traders. Traders, if you've been struggling with your trading this year and you've been having a really tough year, you've been confused, not sure when to get in, not sure when to get out, not even sure how to identify an amazing high quality setup. You're not sure how to manage the trade so you can let your profits run. You're not sure how you're having problems when it comes to your emotions and your fear and your greed and all that sort of stuff. Then I've opened up some spots to my 12-month coaching program where I'm there for a whole 12 months coaching you and guiding you through understanding how to identify good setups, I help you get better at understanding these markets, help you with the emotions of letting your profits run and cutting your losses short. If you do need some help, I am your guy. If you go to getjohnshelp.com, there should be an application form there. I only have a small group every single year. So if you do need some help, guys, go to Get John's Help. It's first come, first serve. I'm opening up a few spots now for 2025. So first come, first serve, guys. If you do need some help, go to getjohnshelp.com.